Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, Quirky in the Afternoon with Nothing Urgent. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't and oppose. Like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. The afternoon sun slipped through the thin curtains like warm honey, painting soft rectangles of light across the floor. It was one of those days when time seemed to stretch lazily, refusing to hurry for anyone. Outside, the road lay quiet except for the occasional hum of a motorbike in the distance and the whisper of wind moving through the trees. Quirky lay sprawled on the cool tiles near the doorway, her fluffy ears rising and falling with every slow breath. She wasn't asleep, not exactly. One eye remained half open, as if she were guarding the peace of the afternoon. I sat on the floor beside her, leaning against the wooden doorframe. My phone buzzed once, then fell silent. Messages could wait. Deadlines could wait. Even the clock ticking on the wall sounded less demanding today. Quirky lifted her head when I stretched my legs. "You're not going anywhere, right?" her eyes seemed to ask. I scratched under her chin. Her tail thumped the floor twice. Not energetic, just enough to say she approved of my decision to stay. There was nothing scheduled. No urgent tasks. No plans demanding attention. The afternoon existed simply as it was. Wide, quiet, and unclaimed. Quirky stood, circled twice, and flopped down against my leg like a warm cushion. Her fur carried the faint scent of sunshine and dust from the yard. Somewhere nearby, a bird chirped lazily, as if even it understood that this was not a time for hurry. Moments like this often pass unnoticed. We rush through them, chasing productivity, filling silence with noise. But Quirky did not rush. She had never learned the human habit of urgency. Instead, she sighed deeply, a soft, contented sigh that seemed to settle the air around us. And without realizing it, I sighed too. The light shifted slowly across the floor, inch by inch, as if the sun were taking careful steps. Quirky eventually stood and stretched, her back arching like a tiny bow. She trotted toward the yard, then stopped and looked back at me. An invitation. I followed her outside, where the afternoon warmth wrapped around us like a soft blanket. The air smelled faintly of soil and leaves. Somewhere nearby, someone was cooking, and the scent drifted gently through the air. Quirky sniffed everything. The base of a plant pot, a fallen leaf, the wooden fence post she had inspected 1,000 times before. Yet she approached each scent as if it were new, worthy of attention. She pawed at a dry leaf, sending it skittering across the ground. Her ears perked. She chased it with surprising enthusiasm, then stopped abruptly when the leaf surrendered to stillness. Victory achieved. I laughed quietly. Watching her felt like observing a child discovering the world for the first time. Nothing was ordinary to her. Every detail mattered. Every smell told a story. Every tiny movement invited curiosity. She returned and sat beside me, tongue slightly out, eyes bright with quiet joy. We stayed like that for a long time, not speaking, not doing anything important. A butterfly drifted past. A cloud shifted shape overhead. The wind brushed through the trees and continued on its way. Quirky leaned gently against my knee. No demands. No expectations. Just presence. A neighbor walked past and waved. I waved back. The moment remained undisturbed, like a calm pond untouched by stones. Quirky suddenly flopped onto her back, paws curled in the air, the universal dog declaration of trust and comfort. I rubbed her belly. Her eyes closed in complete surrender to the moment. Time softened. Thoughts slowed. The constant inner noise faded. The world did not become smaller in the quiet. It became richer. As the sun lowered and the light turned golden, Quirky curled beside me once more, her breathing steady and calm. The afternoon had passed without achievements, without urgency, without anything the world would call productive. Yet my heart felt lighter than it had in days. Quirky taught me something simple but profound. Life does not always need to be rushed to be meaningful. In a world that constantly pushes us to hurry, achieve, and respond, we forget the quiet value of simply being present. Animals live in the moment without guilt, without anxiety about tomorrow, and without regret about yesterday. They remind us that connection, calmness, and gentle attention are essential forms of care. This peaceful afternoon showed me that slowing down is not laziness, it is restoration. Sitting beside a companion, Noticing small details and allowing stillness into our lives can reduce stress, improve emotional well-being, and deepen our relationships with both humans and animals. In today's fast-paced world, we can apply this lesson by setting aside moments each day to unplug, observe, and breathe. Spend time with pets, walk without checking your phone, or simply sit in silence and feel the present moment. When we slow down, we create space for kindness, empathy, and genuine connection to grow. Sometimes, the most meaningful afternoons are the ones where nothing urgent happens and everything important quietly unfolds.